Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Monger with you here today. Hope you guys are all doing great. And in today's video, I am going to be talking about Bitcoin's current price action, where I think it's going, where we are in the market, and I'm also going to be looking at Helium. And I'm a little late doing a video today because I was having my driveway and courtyard and all the stonework that's done around my house power washed, and it's really looking good. Maybe I'll do a video on my house so you guys can see a little bit more of what it's like to live in Thailand, which I think is a really good choice for you guys if you're watching me and you are somewhere in a place where you're unhappy, where it's extremely expensive. Then I strongly recommend that you think about moving to Thailand. It is just a really wonderful place. But that's for another video. So let's get into Bitcoin. So we can see here's Bitcoin. There's that long-term trend line that I drew a long time ago. This goes all the way back to like 2023. Yeah. So we can see Bitcoin is currently just kissing right up against it. And I believe that we could experience a Santa rally. That often does happen in December, so we still got about 2 weeks before Christmas. Could we have a good week with these reports and drop in rates? Yeah, I think we could, but I think that we are in a Wyckoff accumulation phase, and I'll get into that in a second. But based on this, you guys can see here, this is what my folio is looking like right now. I took massive profits with my crypto portfolio when Bitcoin got rejected at 116K and then went down below, what was it? It was like right around 113K. It was the 120-day moving average. Go back, look at my videos, and ask yourself, how many other people were telling you that they were shaving their bags and taking profits off the table when I was doing it? I think you'll be very hard pressed to find anyone that was telling you to take money off the table like I did, or at least you could see that I had done it. So that kind of illustrates my intent. I let you guys know. I was very transparent about it, and now I am looking to reaccumulate more Bitcoin and Solana. And you can go back and look at my bags. If any of these other ones crash, in particular Camino, I like Camino, and if we see a big crash in Ondo, I would be interested in picking some more of that up as well. I'm good on my Pith. Jupiter, if we see that one, I'm waiting to see a bottom on Jupiter. Right now we're in no man's land, but I do believe that that one could do well, but we shall see. This is so right now, I'm thinking that this could come back down again. Let me go into this Wyckoff example. So this is an accumulation schematic of Wyckoff events and phases, and I believe that currently we just experienced phase A, okay? And that is when you get into these points, they distribute. That means that they are selling. And when you get down to the bottoms here, that means that they are accumulating. And I believe that 80K, that roughly this is the 80K mark that we just saw. And I believe that probably sometime in January or February, sometime in Q1, early Q1, mid Q1, I think we are going to experience this. So this was the 80K. This is the 93K or whatever that we got up to, which is a key point. I think this could possibly go up to 98K. The reason why I think it could go up to 98K is because if we see right here, if we're looking at Bitcoin currently, we're right at around the 50-day moving average is right around 101. But as this continues to stay flat or not go up, this will start to turn down. And 98K was a key level, guys. It was 98.6 or 98.7K. So call it around 98K. I think that is probably, if we do get any kind of relief rally, I would see it probably maybe making it up there, and then I would expect it to get rejected, and I would short it. And I'm currently actually in a short on Bitcoin at 93K, and I don't mind doing that because I still have a hodl bag, that I didn't sell. So that's just a hedge against it. It's not a huge amount, but I like to make money on it when it's going down, and then I will, like this, when it comes back down into here. This is the zone that I plan to accumulate more of. So I wouldn't be one bit surprised to see Bitcoin get up into this zone and then pull down this sometime. In Q1 we'll see the spring. It's going to come down. It will shake out these people that thought that this might have been the low. It will dip a bit lower, and then I expect a spring, and then us to go up and have a nice move going into Q2. Towards the end of Q2, we also got the new Fed chair. I think that they're going to run the economy hot. I've explained it before. So I think, call this area after the spring, going from basically whenever this happens sometime in Q1 or beginning of Q2, I think from going forward, we are into November. I expect we're going to see this. And that's my view on the markets going into 2026. Now, the other coin that I wanted to talk about, guys, is a coin that I really like, and it is Helium. Okay, Helium. And if you're not familiar with Helium, it's basically it's a mobile network, and it's run on the Solana chain, and it's it powers low-cost wireless connectivity to Internet of Things devices and mobile services. Okay, and this has been gaining some really good traction. As of December 9th, 2025, Helium trades at $1.90. And guys, let's take a look at this. Helium is absolutely this coin. When was this? And last December, this time last year, it was trading at $10, and it's currently trading at $1.90. I believe in another ripping bull market, this thing could get back up, at least up to $8. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if it gets up to $7, $8 at all. So I like the risk reward. I don't think it's going to be a massive moonshot, like some little tiny small shit coins that are going to get huge upside. But still, I'm not necessarily looking for that. If I can get 300, 400%, that's a big win for me. For what my goals are, and especially if I have a leverage on it, you put 4x leverage and you get a 300 move, you can that's a 12x, right? And that to me is really juicy. And I also have a spot bag, just so you know. I'm also building a spot bag, and currently this is looking very, very good. Now, could it dump further? Obviously it could. Down here, let's go into the very thing. Might just so you know, my question on this one was, what's your analysis on the Helium coin? And basically, it's a deep in, the Internet of Things narrative. And guys, that is going to be happening as we go forward. It's just clearly obvious to me. Anything that's internet related, technology related, you want to be holding these assets, and I believe Helium's a good one. Let's just read its take that it gave on it. Helium is a classic deep in underdog. Real utility is in a $3 trillion market, but plagued by crypto's boom bust cycles at 190. It's oversold, intangible revenue, unlike pure memes So the guys, this is actually creating revenue. So there's a revenue stream being based off of this. It's actually making money. Positioning it for a 2 to 3x in a bull market if adoption accelerates. Fundamental shine. Fees at records, hotspot scaling, and burns tightening supply. It's also got a burn supply, guys. It buys back its coins and it burns them. This is bullish, guys. This is that creates deflation on the coin, which is good, and it's mostly completely diluted. So they aren't dumping coins on you, which is I don't like coins that have overhangs. That's something that you got to be concerned about. The helium is mostly has been mostly diluted. It's most of the coins are on the market, which is a good thing. So here we go. Fundamental. So where we technically a triangle breakout could ignite. So watch for $2 support, break it, and we are testing 150. So currently at 190, it's oversold. I believe getting a small position in it now is fine. I wouldn't be doing leverage though, but spot positions are fine, and I would be looking to get it between here and 150. So if we look here on this chart, and just so you guys know, this is a weekly chart that I'm looking at, and we can see, going way back here, I'm looking at this right around 180, 179.5. Looks like a really sweet area on the very bottom here. If it goes all the way back to the bottom, we're looking at like around 140, call it 140. So, if you can pick it up at 150, any of these, 180, I would just put bids going all the way down, starting at 180, 170, 160, 150, 140, 130, and I would scale my orders in, making them larger as it drops. Okay, and this would be in mind of a long hold position, because you have conviction that IoT and this will continue to do well, which it has been growing, and it's still producing revenue, and it's got those coin burns. So I believe that this one is a really good risk-reward ratio right now, guys. I mean, really good. I mean, yeah, let's take a quick look at this. So currently, this is the price level here. And let's say it goes up to here, which is a really, you can see it right here, right? That was a strong area in which it had hit before, which seems completely plausible. That's all the way up at 759, and we are looking at a 251% increase from current prices. Okay, so like I said, you want to do it on small leverage. Maybe you want to just do 2x leverage. I think that's probably safe to do. And then you get your 5x, right? 3x you're doing, maybe I would save the higher leverage if you're going to use higher leverage. Personally, I would, you're taking huge risk using leverage. But if you are going to do it, you're going to use heavier leverage, look to enter at those lower levels that I just mentioned. All right. So there you have it, guys. That's my take on what's happening in the market, what you might expect before Christmas and going into 2026, the Wyckoff pattern and where I believe we are, and how that could impact the market and where we would want to be looking to buy. So that's what I'm looking at. And on those buy levels, if it does dip below 80, I could see it going back down to test that Liberation Day low that hit around 74.75. Might even dip a little bit below that just to shake people out. So that's what I'd be looking for. I would be deploying capital in those zones going forward. and never deploy at all. You always want to keep some dry powder in case you get it wrong. And if you are using leverage, make sure you use tight stop losses and monger on.